I get to see you do live comedy, not because I'm in LA, but because I'm in Texas, and you're
Yes.
coming here in like a couple of weeks. Like
Yeah.
it's really soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're bringing comedian Clash and Holy Shit Improv out
Mm-hmm.
to 3 Texas dates, I believe: Dallas, Houston, and Austin.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
um, uh, um, so for folks who are unfamiliar with Comedian Clash,
Yeah.
can you explain like what they are in for?
I 100% can. First of all, we are very excited to come out. This is like we played other cities before, just like one-offs, but this is the first time we're actually like, oh, we're gonna like get in the car and go to another city and do this again. And we figure Texas is like the perfect place for that to get our feet wet. So we'll see what these ticket sales talking about. But Comedian Clash. Some people may remember when I was doing this show and it was called Comedian Feud. And then I got hit with a little C and D. Um, and we changed it up and we changed the branding, changed a little bit of the gameplay. But if you have watched a game show that
Will
started in
remain
the
nameless.
70s,
Yeah.
yeah, it started with Richard Dawson as the host. We've had many hosts throughout the decades: Ray Combs, John Hurley, Louis Anderson, and now we got one of the original kings of comedy as the host, Steve Harvey. There's a game show that they have hosted that this show is based off of, with some changes, but
A
uh,
legally distinct
a
game show.
legally distinct game show that there is going on that we are doing, but not exactly like that game show. It's a good time, man. We've been doing it in LA for about 3 years now, and yeah, man, it's always fun, man. It's like I've been producing for a while and I've been doing comedy for a while, and I've kind of jumped off of like the producing like improv shows and comedy shows. But like Comedian Clash is always like it's a lot of work that goes into it. I was on Celebrity Feud a couple years ago, and so when I was on Celebrity Feud and was in the process, I got to see what me and my two producing partners, James Manny and Leonard Smith Jr., cannot do this without them. But I got to see, oh, the three of us are doing the work of 30 people. um, so it's a lot of work. However, like at the show, in the room, on the stage, it's always worth it. It's such a fun time for me that the work is worth it. So it's fun. It's a game show. If we just say that off the bat, it's a game show. We're bringing to Texas, like you said, some of our homies, celebrity comedians. And one of the cool things, and I want to emphasize this for people who do not know, if you are in Austin, Houston, or Dallas, 6 members from the audience will get to play the game with all the people who are on stage. That includes Ray Kashankar, Carl Tart, Colton Dunn, Chance McCrary, and Chloe Trost doing Comedian Clash, hosted by myself. And 6 people get to play, and it's almost like a charity thing. Like when you're on Celebrity Feud, you're playing for charity. In LA, the celebrities get to play for the prizes, but here they don't win prizes. We're already bringing them on tour. You don't need nothing else. But we still have real prizes for the audience members who are going to be on the winning teams of Comedian Clash. So that's one of the more exciting parts for me, is doing it with the actual people from the crowd. It's always a good
Yeah,
time.
that's
Yeah.
super fun. If people aren't do will people? I know people are like, oh, that sounds fun, but I'm not sharp and like I'm not as funny and off the cuff as Reka, etc.
Yeah.
How should they feel comfortable with you on stage?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, listen, that's probably my favorite part of the shows, because when it is the comedians, I'm a comedian myself, and we've had so many great, huge names on the show that I don't really have to do much. My job as a host is to make sure the show is moving along. But one of the things I always tell audience members when we, get them backstage to prep them for the show is like when we ask you what you do or anything like that, don't you don't have to worry if you're not in entertainment. We love people with real jobs. We're all unemployed. We have a job 4 days out of the fucking year. So like we love a real job. And like that is where more of the comedy comes from to me because let me tell you a little secret. I I'm a game show person. Like anybody who knows me knows that I love game shows. I watch a lot of game shows. Um, I usually hate celebrity versions of the game shows because like they're not playing for anything. They're most of the time trying too hard. They don't take the game seriously, or because they're a celebrity, like they you know will be over the top in like a unauthentic way because hey, people are coming to see me be me, which is hit or miss. uh, the comedy always the best laughs of the show a lot of times come when the audience is on stage because it's real people. And then I know how to handle a real person, like so they're always going to be they're always comfortable on stage. They are always taken care of. I encourage them to talk some shit to the celebrities if they want to. But if they don't want to, they're gonna have a good time. They're gonna be taken care of. You can be as dumb as a brick and still play this game, which most people who come on stage, whether they are a comedian or shit, when I did Celebrity Feud, I'm the one that lost the game for us, and I host the fucking show. So like, that's the beauty of it. A lot of times that makes it more funny when we get bad answers. That's the beauty of this game because we survey 100 real people. Like, so these aren't, answers that we are coming up with. They're not bit answers. They're not comedic answers. These are 100 real people throughout the country that we survey to get a nice little scope for each question that we ask. And yeah, we get some crazy answers. And the fun thing about the game, no matter who you are, comedian, celebrity, regular person, competitive, you get competitive. Like you get in it. Once you're in it and the game is going and it's much harder than it looks, you jump in and you're like, oh, I think I want to win. And it makes it fun. It makes it fun.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
audience is gonna have a great time no matter what.
That's super fun.